Your life can be anything. It has so much potential. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of So Much Potential. I know I look like a wreck right now, and I have good reason for it. Because I'm cleaning. I don't know what got into me today. I wanted to do a little bit of cleaning, but then I started on one thing, and then my brain just started going, okay, let's do the rest of the things right now. I'm really hyper-fixating on cleaning today. So, but that's good, because this will help me get my life together, at least seemingly. It'll make me feel better, at least. My room is a maximalist dream. I'm gonna just take y'all on a quick tour of that. No, I will not turn my fan off because it is super hot. But this is my room. This was the area I originally just wanted to get done, which was my desk. It hadn't been cleaned in years, and so I took everything off of my desk. Yes, this was all on my desk. And I vacuumed it, cleaned it out. That's furniture polishing, ignore that. But I have this bookshelf. I have this bookshelf. I have that bookshelf, I have that shelf, I have all of that, I have a closet, a very tiny closet, by the way, and then we have all of this. Yeah, I know, but this is my room that I've had since childhood, so cut me some slack, because I'm just kind of a hoarder. Part of So Much Potential is going to be unhoarding a lot of that, unhauling a lot of that, going through a lot of my stuff and just minimalizing it as much as possible. I'll never be a minimalist, but having a lot of stuff is giving me more and more anxiety, at least stuff that I've outgrown or I'm no longer interested in, it's just a part of growing up. I'm not going to do a massive ton of decluttering because I think I'm going to do that when I move out. I think moving out is really going to give me some perspective of like what I can take with me. Sorry, got interrupted for a second. But it's going to give me a perspective on what I should and more importantly can take with me. Right now I'm still living at home for the foreseeable future, so everything is still in its place, but being that as it is, I definitely want to declutter a lot of this stuff. One of my goals this year, I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions, but I did have a goal for this year of decluttering, selling, or throwing out at least 100 items. That may seem kind of small, but for me, it's a big deal. So again, I know I look like crap, but it's a hot and humid day, and I have been cleaning so far. So I didn't film any of that. My camera setup is not the best. I mostly film on my phone, if you couldn't tell. Thanks, iPhone. I can't really set up my phone anywhere to do some pretty aesthetic time lapses. In the future I will, but today didn't plan for it, so unfortunately not gonna happen. But definitely we'll shoot some before and afters. You saw the after of my desk. Now I think I'm gonna work on the other two shelves, and then the top two shelves, and then we'll tackle that end of the room. And I'm probably going to rearrange my closet just because I can. I decluttered it really recently, but I'd like to rearrange it so that things are actually in order of where they should be. Another project I want to take on very soon is cleaning my vinyl shelves. And we have that down there. Ignore the laundry socks. So I have all that vinyl down there. My record player, which no longer works because the power supply gave out. I have other turntables, I just need to bring them here. But I need to clean that out. I need to clean off this. And I need to clean these shelves. I have all my LPs here. And then I have some singles up there, some CDs. That box is full of like music merchandise, like event tickets and stuff like that. So that's probably good up there, but I need to clean out those shelves because they are probably dusty as all get out. And just need to, do some cleaning, some rearranging. They're all pretty solid in there. I'm an avid collector, hoarder. Yeah. So, but that'll be a later video. That will be much later, not even tackling that today. And now we're back in here, so I'm gonna get started on these shelves so I can hurry up and get this done and have some lunch and feel better. This is my TBR shelf, or at least it tries to be. On here, really quick tour, I have Roadrunner. It's supposed to be a toy from Space Jam, but I just like Roadrunner. I don't care about the new Space Jam movie. We have a Black Widow up here, a clicker from college that I need to give some other poor college students so they don't pay $80 for it. We have my main man, Vegeta. I love him so much. I'm a total simp, not ashamed. Probably my most proud craft, I painted a rock to look like Emil from Nier, my favorite game series of all time. Pretty proud of it. Also, you may recognize it if you don't play Nier. You may have seen Yokotaro wearing this mask, which is Emil's head. Pretty proud of it. I think it turned out pretty well. I hand painted it. And here are all the books that are on my most recent TBR of books that I own. There's a ton of books at the library I have on reserve for TBR, but these are the books that I physically own that I need to read next. I'll be making tons of videos about these in the future, so don't worry, you will definitely be hearing more about them if you're curious. Now we go to this nightmare. So as you can see, there's a bunch of manga on the front just because that's what I've been collecting recently, but in the back there's a lot more variety of series and also more TBR. There's also some books that I have finished, so I've moved them to the back. So as for the rest of this up here, that's just a wireless keyboard. That's a Jacksepticeye plushie I got as a graduation gift from one of my friends when they went on pre-order from YouTube's. It was very nice of them. So I'm gonna take everything off of this shelf and get to it. One of the toughest things about cleaning, especially I think with ADHD, is not only getting sidetracked by every little thing that I find, it's all the subtasks that come up with it. Like, so I cleaned off the top shelf, and now I have this folder full of clippings and pages from magazines that I've torn out that I now need to go through to see if I just need to throw the whole thing away or not. So that's gonna be fun. Let's go over what my plans are for this area really quickly. So my plan after taking all of this off and cleaning this is to rearrange this because I have a lot of books up there that I want to reread. Like I want to reread and annotate these, and so I want to put them over here or at least somewhere more accessible on my TBR shelf. So this bookshelf is the tallest one of all my shelves, so it houses my spiral bound notebooks, my yearbooks, a lot of my comic books, graphic novels, that sort of thing. But I also have some of those scattered all throughout my room, so I want to migrate all of those to be up here. After that, so I have 2 laptops down here, including the first laptop I ever owned, but now they're really out of date and pretty much unusable with their operating systems, and that's totally fine. I just really haven't gotten rid of them because they do have some stuff, as in text documents, pictures, and that sort of thing that I need to get a hard drive to back them up onto, and then I'm going to get rid of the physical laptops. Probably going to send them to a friend of mine who loves old computers and old PCs. Let him have some fun with them. The goal is to get this desk and this whole area clean enough to actually use it. Right now, my current laptop is sitting over by my bed, which is not a great place for it. It's kind of awkwardly shoved in the corner. And so I want to be able to house it here to where I can actually come over here and journal and read and sit on my laptop instead of just sitting on my bed all the time, because it's pretty much the only other space to sit in my room. I mean, I have this chair, but it's not the most conducive for writing or typing. I really like the desk setup. So that's our number 1 goal today. Make this desk workable and just generally give this whole room a good once over. Hello. y'all. I'm back and in the middle of a nightmare, as y'all have probably seen, but I got all the top shelves cleared out, got them vacuumed, only ran into 2 spiders. Little did I know, this event would be the event to set off a blood feud between me and the spiders that would rival the blood feuds of Viking days of old. Ever since this day, I have run into at least 1, if not more spiders, every single day. They will not stop until one of us is vanquished, and neither will I. Now comes the mission of putting all this crap back, and going through it and decluttering a lot of it. Lord have mercy on my soul. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna get it done. I've come this far. I can't give up now. The closet is another beast, maybe for another day. We'll see how I feel. The first thing I'm gonna tackle is putting the books back on the shelves since they are taking up a majority of my floor right now. Then I'm gonna start going through the smaller stuff and putting it back. I think that's the proper game plan. Then once all this stuff is put back up, I'll make sure to dust and clean the bottom of my desk area. Then we're gonna tackle that. Maybe. Do you ever just look at how much stuff y'all have and you're just like, I don't even remember getting all this stuff. I just have it now. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. Funny story, I actually just called my mom while she was at lunch and I told her, curse you for giving me this gene, because I started with one little task to clean and now I'm cleaning a million other things, which she does the same thing. She's also ADHD, and whenever she gets started, especially like on cleaning, especially she hyperfixates on it and like deep cleans the whole house, and it seems I have inherited that gene. Hey y'all, back again, coming to you live from the room where I've been cleaning for about 8 straight hours now and have not stopped until now. I pretty much got it all done. It's just a few things here and there that I need to put in their proper places, but it is looking so much better than what it was, and I'm feeling so much better. Let me show you what I've done. So I know it doesn't look like much, but I did reorganize some in the closet just a little bit. The major change is over here. And again, I know it's kind of a collection of chaos, but it's much more organized chaos than what it was. And this still needs some finalizing, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. My laptop fits perfectly here, external keyboard, very nice, clean TBR shelf, gives me much less anxiety. The top bookshelf is looking incredible. This is much more satisfying. I know it's not perfect height order-wise, so I have my bigger edition books over here, and then I have notebooks that I pretty frequently use, and then just the rest of some larger size books, larger editions that will save me some room. I ended up moving some of my bigger, larger books out from this shelf to over here, just so I would have more room for the smaller books that were originally up here and some that were scattered around my room. I think it turned out great. This looks so much better. I cleaned out pretty much everything and it was for sure worth it. Looks so much better, much more manageable. Everything is right where I need it to be. So I got all that done. I dusted and vacuumed all the shelves. I also dusted and vacuumed under my desk. I cleaned out where my video games are, dusted and vacuumed there, reorganized my closet a little bit, and then I cleaned up my dresser and my nightstand. I even took out the drawer in my nightstand down here and vacuumed and dusted it out. I got my main goal accomplished, which was to remove my laptop over from this corner and put it to my desk where I can actually use it. So mission accomplished, feeling very good about that. My dresser's still a little bit messy, but I'm not too worried about that. Like I said, there's just some leftover knickknacks that just need to find new homes. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, especially since I cleaned out so much. That's another thing. I probably definitely accomplished my goal of decluttering about 100 items this year just today. I threw so much away and I am so happy about it. Just old trash, old notes, tags off of clothes and blankets, just a lot of miscellaneous stuff that had no reason to be laying around, that was taking up space, giving me anxiety, but now it's gone and I feel much better. I was supposed to do a lot of reading today because I have 2 more books that I need to finish before my birthday. I did not get any done. I'll probably go take a shower, most definitely. I skipped lunch, so I'll probably have a little bit of a snack. Shower, maybe snack, It's almost close enough to supper that I may as well just say, forget it, I'm just gonna have supper. Anyway, shower, then probably sit down, finally, for the first time, and read.